I know I said canon material next vid, but this is getting out of hand, and I have to make a vid on it. So, to make up for it, anime review next week. I don't know if that's what y'all want because they don't really do too well, but I promise, no dantaran this time. Maybe. First things first, big up Odog for this video idea. I saw he dropped a vid a while back where he was talking about hoods getting gentrified. And by gentrified, I mean it becoming the burbs. You see white folks start jogging around, they take their dogs for a walk, local corner shop becomes a Starbucks. Secondly, big up to the recent crime rates in Toronto for this video idea as well, man. What happened? What happened to Canada? I thought shit don't go down in Canada. We got free healthcare, guns are banned over here, we got Drake, we welcome any and every immigrant. Oh. That's the problem. Nah, I'm kidding. Big up to y'all that got out the mud and made over here. It's just that some of y'all kind of ruined it for everyone else. So disclaimer, I live in the burbs of... Well, I'm not finna tell y'all where I live, but I grew up in a good neighborhood. It wasn't no white folk or black folk that I lived in. Actually, seeing a valet in the area I live in is as rare as finding a Sanji fan that doesn't like kids. It was mainly immigrant families starting a better life for their kids. Tamils, Sikhs, Asians. It was mainly them men. And then we grew up, and my youth started acting like they some bad men. Like I said in my last Toronto vid, you go to STC, all you see is these my mans and Nike Techs and shiesties. Yeah, I gotta retire this look still. These goofs causing a ruckus everywhere you go, especially Canada's Wonderland, cause that used to be a place where you could take the kids for a day of fun. Nowadays, it's a place for little kids to settle their beef. How many times have you seen Six Plus or Wave Room post about 14-year-olds getting arrested after starting bangouts? Damn near every week act. Listen, all I'm saying is, it's one thing to grow up in the hood and stay in the hood when you're older, cause you develop them hood instincts. You know how to walk, how to talk, how to act, these street smarts. Fam, I grew up in the burbs. I come back from uni, and my burbs get turned into the hood. Looking like Marine Ford. How am I supposed to live here? I don't got no hood instincts. Now we gotta watch all 3 seasons of How to Survive in the Hood before I step foot outside. And you know what? Let me give y'all some examples of what has gone down recently. First off, some next man got chinged at Tumblefest. I was there. Future vid about that dropping soon. In like 2 months. Then some next man got head tapped in STC. Then a few weeks ago, some guy got chinged at a library. A library, nigga. You telling me I can't be posted up with a matcha, tote bag, reading Atomic Habits without having to check my shoulder every 10 seconds? I came here to be performative, not scared like Pedri. Like when I walk into a library, my dumb will probably be like, oh, the new Dantan, this should be interesting. Miss ISA, why did you take me to your room? Oak room, take off your pant. Yo, check out this new head I just found. Tracy! MJ, now that I'm on my deathbed, will you accept this as my final wish? What you need, bro? Watch One Piece, please. Did you just... You had to go. You wanna know something else? Chain snatchings. Nowadays, you can't claim you're from Toronto if there isn't at least 1 chain snatching per week in your hood. Every single time, I swear, my mom's showing me CCTV footage that's circulating around of some auntie or uncle getting their chain snatched by some ways to trying to act all bad. Like, stop saying you're a hood when you're not really a hood. You guys are good, you would say? I'm sorry, that won't happen again. That won't happen again, will I? Shoot, I've witnessed chain snatchings in person. Meters in front of me, in cold blood. And these chain snatchings will dead be for the dumbest reasons. Like, it's one thing if a dummy runs up on you, holds you at knife points, but going up to a car, letting someone put a fake chain on you while simultaneously taking your chain, you deserve it at that point. Natural selection, you know them way there, fam. Cause when it happened to me, yo, excuse me, sir, do you know where I can find the closest mall? I don't know if this one's as common anymore, but I remember last year bear carjackings were happening around the city. It would be if you stop at a red light, then a car hits you from the back, so obviously you have to get out the car to exchange insurance and whatnot. And boom, they hold you at knife points and take your whip bars. This is why you can't let your guard down when you get into an accident. But what you can be sure of is that Morgan & Morgan... Nah, I'm just playing. Still don't got no sponsorship. That's tough. And say you don't get chigged in broad daylight, say you move tack outside, you still gotta worry about break-ins in the middle of the night. And what makes it even worse is that the laws in Canada help the perpetrator more than the defender. Like for example, this one time, this guy got his house broken into and chased the offender with a baseball bat. It ended up with the defender getting more time than the actual perpetrator. Because yes, it was irrational and didn't equate to the threat, but come on, allow it. This is a country where I can't defend myself without being worried about my batty being taken in jail. But let's really dig into the roots of the problem. These kids, these YNs, something needs to change. Like I said in my last Toronto vid, the new Toronto slang is being heavily influenced by New York drill. And also, everyone walking around thinking they K-Flock, thinking they D-thing. So I think, with all this being said, Toronto needs a voice. Someone the youngest can look up to. AJ don't really care about Toronto no more. That brother is chilling in Atlanta with the rest of AMP. Dr. Philachi, shut the fuck! AJ is becoming international. Fique is a prankster. That's cool, but we need a voice.
I think he exploded my titty!
So, ladies and gentlemen, vote Shiesty for the Face of Toronto YouTube 2026. I will do my best to give Toronto a positive image, and oh, who am I kidding? No one gives a shit. Anyways, y'all know the drill. Sub if you fuck with me, fuck off if you don't. And with that said.